Hello everyone! In this video, we will cover the grammar part of Unit 3.1 in your course book Speak Out Upper Intermediate. First, we will study the narrative tenses, which are past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Then, we will do some exercises to practice these tenses, and we will finish by suggesting some extra sources on the topic. So let's start. Here we have got a short story. Could you please read it and identify the narrative verb forms in it? Please pause the video here for a while to take a closer look. Okay, as you see, we see past continuous, past simple, past perfect continuous, and past perfect simple. Let's look at them closer. We'll start with past simple. We use the past simple for completed actions in the past which tell the main events in a story. We see examples from the story. We see the main events here. When we use two past simple tenses with when, be careful, the action coming right after when is always the first action. Two past simple actions, the action coming right after when is always the first. So first the rain stopped, then I ran to school. Past perfect simple, we use it to link the past to a point further back in the past. It is used to talk about completed actions, events that happened before another action or event began. Look at this one. So, had started is the first action. It had started. Then I got to school. And we often use it with thinking verbs such as realize, remember, forget, think, discover, and also with because. I've provided you with two sample sentences. Look at this one. I realized I had left my umbrella at home, so I decided to wait somewhere dry. So first action is with the past perfect. This is the rule. If there is past simple and past perfect is always the first action. So I had left, then I realized, then I decided to wait. And look at this one. First action, I had left. Because I had left my umbrella, I decided to wait. Second action. Past continuous, we use it to describe an action in progress at a specific time or point in the story. So, look at this one. I was standing somewhere dry at 9 o'clock. So, we don't know when I started or when I finished waiting. The only thing I know, I was there at 9 o'clock and I was doing this action. Action in progress at the given time. We use it to describe an action in progress when another shorter action or event happened or interrupts. Usually the interrupting second action is in the simple past. I was walking when it started to pour down. I had started walking, okay? I was in the middle of walking and it started to pour down. We use it to describe an action in progress to set the scene of the story or a section of the story. Look at these sentences from the story. It was another normal gray morning. A few children were playing in the park. People were rushing for work and I was walking along the sidewalk to school. So we are setting the scene, a visual image in our minds with the use of past continuous tense. Past perfect continuous is used to talk about longer actions or situations which started before a point or an action in the story and continued up to that action. The length of the action is often mentioned with for or since, as in this sentence. I had been walking for 5 minutes when it started to pour down. So I started to walk for 5 minutes before the rain and I was walking and it happened. The rain started. Or we can use it to talk about longer actions or situations which started before a point and finished, but there is the evidence of a recent activity. Look at this one. I was wet when I got to school because I had been walking in the rain. So when I was at school, I was not still walking. There is no walking. What is there? There is the effect. I was wet. Why? Because I was in the rain. Okay, this is the effect. So use past perfect continuous to talk about the effect. To talk about the cause of the action. Here we have got some sentences for you, some more sample sentences to examine and see the differences among these tenses. Please pause the video here and take your time for each set to see the meaning of each sentence. So here is the first set. Please pause and try to see the differences. Here is the second set. Please read the three sentences and their meanings. And here is another set of sentences. Try to see their meaning. Okay, we've got an exercise for you here. Please pause the video and do your best to make the correct tense choice. Pause the video, do the exercise, and then move on. Alright, here are the answers. We were going to meet in front of the cinema at 2 p.m. yesterday. I arrived there at 2 p.m. Main action, sharp. But she hadn't come yet. When it was 2:30, she still hadn't appeared. Then I gave up waiting and went into the cinema. When James returned home from the school yesterday afternoon, he was really tired and his clothes were dirty. Also, he had a pain in his leg. His mother understood that he had been playing, or had played is sometimes possible, but focus on this one, with his friends before he came. This is the cause. This is the action happened before. I usually ride my bicycle to work. When I left home early this morning, I took the bus instead. After I had arrived at work, I discovered that I had left my briefcase at home. Okay. Please read the first sentence in each set and circle the letter of the information that describes it. Again, pause the video to do the exercise. So, Mehmet was eating lunch when he heard the news about the train accident means first Mehmet started lunch, then he heard the news, but he was in the middle of the lunch, okay? He was in the middle of the lunch when he heard it. By the time they got to the airport, the plane had already taken off. Okay, so remember, the action with past perfect happens first. So if the plane had taken off, that means they missed their flight. Semih was watching TV when Selma called, means first Semih started watching TV, then Selma called. He was in the middle of watching TV. Taner was attending high school while he was living on Atatürk Street. Taner lived on Atatürk Street at the same time he attended high school. If there are two actions with past continuous, that means we talk about two simultaneous actions, two actions that were happening at the same time. When the rain began, the film had already ended. Past perfect should be the first action. So first the film ended, then the rain began. Okay. Here we have got some extra sources for you to study. And here is a writing or a speaking recording idea. Please read the story beginning below and try to complete it. Try to use all different tenses we have studied today. So that's all. Thank you for watching.